Today we'll start with the Math Lab manual activity. So today our first activity 1 we need to do. In the syllabus of NCERT we'll have total 27 activities, but as per the curriculum, or if we can say about the revised curriculum, we need to take only 10 activities, 5 activities for term 1, and in the final term we need to do 5 more. So in the final examination, in the final board practical, you need to revise your 10 practicals as per the syllabus. So now it's our choice that whatever activity I am taking, it can be based on any of the chapters. So I am taking those activities which is beneficial for you in future also, and it will be easy to attempt. Now today we'll start with the activity 1, which is based on chapter number 1, relation and function. And what is the objective? Okay, if I'll talk about this activity, in this activity what you need to do to verify that the relation R in the set L of all lines in a plane. Now relation is defined as L is perpendicular to M. We need to prove that this is symmetric but neither reflexive nor transitive. So we need to start with any of the activity. Now prerequisite knowledge, that means you should have the knowledge of relations and their types, that what is the definition of reflexive, transitive, symmetric, that you already know. Now knowledge of properties of parallel and perpendicular lines. After that they have mentioned the material required. Now do remember, whenever we are writing in the lab manual, right now you can use this material, but generally if I'll talk about a thick board with board pins. So whenever we are doing anything in 2D dimension, so I am not putting the board on the lab manual. So this is just the activity if we are doing with the thick board. Otherwise, if I'll talk about, you need to write in the notebook. If you are writing in the lab manual, that will be in the 2 dimension. So instead of taking any board, you are just using the glaze papers or something like, you make it innovative with your knowledge. Like you can use the thread, you can use the yarns which is of different color, or you can use the glaze papers, origami sheets to make your activity more attractive. So instead of taking that thick board with board pins, basically we need to come upon with the procedure and what concept we are using whenever we are proving that this relation is symmetric but neither reflexive nor transitive. So this material required right now you can write as written in the lab manual, but while doing anything in the examination, it's important whatever you are using, the only thing you need to mention in the material required, that's it. But do remember, your activity file should be in a very good condition. You need to write very neatly because we'll have marks for the lab manual if I'll talk about the final board practical. So this is the instruction for every activity. If you are making the activity not perfectly good, then you need to purchase the new lab manual. So now this is your wish. Either you want to continue with like this thing only, that you are just writing it down, or you are making it very neatly. Now come to the procedure. In the procedure, firstly what they are saying, place a chart paper firmly on a thick board with the help of the board pins. Let's suppose this is your board, you have put the chart paper and with the pins it is pasted on the board. Now fix some paper pins randomly on the boards. Now this is the paper pins I am applying. Now just imagine it, this is your 3-dimension figure. Now take some pieces of thread or yarn or tie them securely around the pins, making sure that there should not be any slack in the threads. So by putting this one thread here and one thread here, so this kind of lines you will be getting. So these threads will play the role of the lines. Here some pieces of thread are horizontal, yes, some are horizontal, some are vertical, and some are slanting. So some are vertical and some are slanting, so that some of them are parallel, some are perpendicular to each other, and some are inclined as shown in figure 1.3. So this figure is given to you. After that what you need to do, after making this condition, it's not necessary that you need to take the same condition, but whatever condition you are taking, it's very important for you that this condition should prove that the relation is symmetric but neither reflexive nor transitive. Okay, if I'll talk about reflexive means they are saying that we need to prove this is symmetric. Now come to the observation. Now, after putting these lines like thread lines, what you need to do, you need to mark it as L1, L2, L3, L4, L5, L6, L7, L8. Now, total will have 8 lines and I have marked with different colors so that we can observe the things in the board that what we are getting as per the relation definition. Now see, if I'll talk about L1 is perpendicular to L4 and L5. Yes. Then we'll go to the line 2. Line 2 is perpendicular to L4 and L5. L3 is perpendicular to L4 and L5. Similarly, now if I'll talk about L7. L7 is perpendicular to L8. I am talking about the perpendicular lines. Similarly, if I will take L7 again, this is also perpendicular to L6 also. Similarly, if I will talk about the other observations, L4 is parallel to L5, L1 is parallel to L2, L2 is parallel to L3 and so on. So what we have observed, as per the relation definition, we need to take those two lines which are perpendicular to each other. So if I am saying this relation, this pair belong to the relation, that means L1 is perpendicular to L4, L1 is perpendicular to L5. These are the combination which is perpendicular to each other and rest are parallel to each other. Now we need to prove that this is symmetric. Okay, if I'll talk about reflexive. Reflexive, no line is perpendicular to itself. So that means reflexive. If I'll talk about reflexive, what is the definition of reflexive? L1 can't be perpendicular to L1. So of course this is not perpendicular. If I am saying L1 is perpendicular to L4, let's suppose this condition. If L1 is perpendicular to L4, L4 is also perpendicular to L1. So that means symmetric condition is proved there. But if I'll talk about transitive, I cannot take that transitive case also. What is the definition of transitive case? If L1 is perpendicular to L2 and L2 is perpendicular to L3. So L1 is not perpendicular to L3. Let's suppose we can take any of the example, but as per this definition, it will follow only the symmetric definition. So this observation I have written as per the diagram which I have made using thread and all. You can use anything. You need to make it creative. So you can use anything as per your choice. And if you are just making it the diagram, this is your wish. Because if the file is not attractive, I am not able to give you better marks. So I hope everybody is doing well. So after this observation, I am getting that these are the combination where I am getting perpendicular of each other. Now, after that they are saying we see that no line is perpendicular to itself. This I have already discussed. So that means this is not belong to the relation. If I am talking about the 8 lines, no line is perpendicular to the itself.